On June 12, 1993, Nigeria stood on the brink of history. For the first time in years, hope had a name: MKO Abiola, a wealthy businessman, philanthropist, and a man beloved by both the rich and the poor, the Christian and the Muslim, the northerner and the southerner. He wasn't perfect, but he carried the dreams of a broken people. When the election results were announced, it was clear: Abiola had won. Nigerians had spoken. But before that hope could take root, the military struck. The election was annulled. The will of over 14 million Nigerians, erased with a stroke of a pen. The country fell into shock, into silence, into fear. And from that silence, a woman stepped forward. She wasn't a politician. She didn't crave power. But when her husband was thrown into detention, when the military tried to crush a movement with fear, kudirat, Abiola did not run. She rose. Kudirat became the fire in the streets, leading protests, giving interviews, organizing boycotts, and challenging the generals who held her husband hostage. In a time when most women were told to stay silent, she roared. The military hated her defiance. And on a warm June day in 1996, they sent assassins. She was gunned down in broad daylight. A mother. A wife. A freedom fighter. Silenced, but not defeated. Hafsat's turning point: grief becomes mission. Far away in the United States, Hafsat Abiola was still a young woman. A Harvard student with dreams, worries, and the burden of being MKO Abiola's daughter. The day her mother was killed, everything changed. One moment she was a student. The next, an orphan. Her father was still in prison. Her mother now gone. Grief could have swallowed her. It almost did. But instead, Hafsat chose the most dangerous and noble path. If they killed my mother for fighting, then I must continue that fight. For her. For my father. For Nigeria. She became an activist, not just in name, but in action. Her voice, soft, but resolute, began to echo through rooms of power, through NGOs, conferences, and street protests. She spoke of democracy, of gender equality, of the cost of freedom. And that story, her story, is what Joanna Lipper's documentary The Supreme Price brings to life. Released in 2014, The Supreme Price isn't just a film, it's a mirror held up to Nigeria's bruised soul. Through Hafsat's eyes, we revisit Nigeria's post-independence chaos, the broken promises of military rule, the stolen 1993 election, the murders of freedom fighters, and the rebirth of a daughter who refused to forget. With archival footage, interviews, and painful honesty, the documentary moves between past and present, memory and resistance, grief and growth. It's a personal story, but also a national one.
If you like this video, like it and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks.